everyone, and welcome to another it's over there, Mod Live Talks. We're going to be going over kind of this new event that we're going to be coming out to for now the 8 scale portion of it. We've had some very cool 10 scale events we've shot. We got a very cool on-road nitro event, and we had our good friend Tim Lime reach out to us out in Arizona about his event that he's going to be in conjunction with SCRC hosting the U.S. Open Fuel Championships. Title sponsor S-Works. He is the U.S. Team manager for S-Works, and he reached out, wanted to make this happen. We were able to pull some strings. So we're also going to be covering the West Coast Nationals for 5th scale. We're going to have 2 separate rigs set up, so we'll get into that at a later date. So we'll have coverage actually at both events. So I want to thank Tim Lime and thank the entire SCRC crew for bringing us out, Mod Live Media, so we can have very cool coverage for this event. So I'm going to bring Tim Lime in here. He's going to kind of go over the event. We're going to kind of show you guys what's going on, but it's a really cool 8 scale event, and there's some heavy hitters that are coming in. I'm sure that he'll lead you guys into what's going on and what to do. So without further ado, here is Tim Lime. Hey, Tim.
Hey, Matt. How you doing, sir?
Good, man. Good. So thank you again for, bringing on Mod Live Media. I think you checked it out at the event we had at Fear Farm with the 5th scale, 8 scale, and you said you were kind of impressed, and we're going to be having it at the U.S. Open Fuel Championships. It's going to be cool.
Right. Absolutely. We wanted to always go kind of next level, and I think you are doing that for us. It's 6th year of the event. We've had a steady camera like 1 or 2 times, but no sound. It's other times it was just the live time. So people like in Europe that really want to watch this race could only watch it by live time and didn't know what was going on. So I've always wanted to be able to bring the Europeans into this, and I really hope they can come next year. I know Elliot really wanted to come this year, but unfortunately, stupid virus.
The whole COVID thing. Yeah, I think it's one of those things that that our industry needs. Live RC does an awesome job at it. When they go to events, they're really good friends of mine, and I bounce ideas off of them all the time. And I think for RC to grow, we need that moving cam. We need to be going in the pits. We need to be really, it's an event. It's an experience, and I think that we need to convey that to the rest of the world to grow RC in general. So we'll be not only on Live RC, but we'll be streaming across Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch simultaneously. So this will be going all over the world using their social media engines to help us, spread the love and, bring more eyeballs to the U.S. Open. So hopefully grow even more exponentially, next year. So you got a lot of heavy hitters coming. I always see these little things popping up on Facebook. Confirmed.
Right.
So
yeah.
Kind of coming to this event.
So we definitely for sure it's Cole Ogden, Mayfield, Tanner Denny, obviously my son Camden. Ty is supposed to be here for sure. We've got some fast California guys, Daniel Blaylock and Ryan Reese coming out. Anthony Westergaard, who built the track, so I can't really forget about him. Factory Tracks definitely did an amazing job on this track. And then, we got some really fast guys from like the Texas area. Tebow's coming from Kansas. So, yeah, we're going to have, I think, 5 or 6 guys at the top 25 RC should be there for sure. Brandon Rose, speaking of that, is going to be there as well. So it's definitely to make the main is you have to put in some work.
Yeah, I think I'm going to – you said I should bring my 8 scale, so I'm going to throw it in there. I'm going to try and be like in the intermediate class or whatever it is, just –
That's the thing about this event. There is no – it's one class and one class only.
It's
absolutely.
One class? All right.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
coming for the A main. I'm coming for it.
That's it's a race that I dreamed about. Like you can really not everybody can go to the Worlds. It's the Worlds format. 30-minute semis, hour main. So it's just this is my race to give back to the RC community. I've been around this hobby since I was born, and I really enjoy it. Like, you know, from the airplane side where I came from to watching Camden drive, and you know, now I drive a little bit as well.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. So I've seen somebody, I think, was it Adam Drake or something, had given you some sort of like, there's a bet or something going in between you and Adam. So you're like, I'm coming out of retirement, you know,
Right.
Camden's time's over. It's time for Tim to shine. You know, what's going on with that?
Yeah, so we were up at CBR at Frank's track, and we're sitting there just kind of messing around, wasting time for a run at, you know, midnight or whatever it was. And Adam looks, or I said something to Adam like, "Hey, I think I'm going to make the A main," as a kind of a joke at DNC next year. And he just looks at me like straight face and goes, "Dude, you made the C main here in Chula Vista. How do you think you're going to make the A?" And I said, "Just remember, this is my first race back in a long time. So now I got to put in the work and see if we can at least get to the B main and have a chance to get to the A."
Championships?
What's that?
The B main at the U.S. Championships? Or
No. At DNC. Sorry, this is a DNC.
I was gonna say, I'll take the bet for the U.S. Championships. You ain't even the B, man.
Right.
You drive a little bit. I think you're good, but you said we're all in the same class. So, man, I'm gonna be in the Z main, man.
I'll be behind you, Matt. Way behind you.
Man, I'm gonna be last out there. So it'll be a lot of fun. So, kind of going over, I have everything pulled up. They can find out about this event a couple different ways. First off, obviously Facebook. We'll share I'm going to share the screen real quick, and let me click off of this. Share the screen. Oh no, not that one. There we go. So as you guys can see here, you can go on to Facebook. Obviously, U.S. Fuel Championships, October 23rd to 24th. That's their main page. So I'm guessing they can find all the information out that they need through this Facebook page.
Yeah, message me, whatever, you know, you can message the page or you can message me. They both come to me. So
awesome. You guys can see all the cool sponsors here. Obviously, we have S-Works, Pico, Hot Race, Futaba, Factory Tracks, SCRC, Beach RC, Ultimate, Reds. Jesus, you guys have a lot. AKA, TLR, JT Bearings, Star City Hobbies, Hampton Inn and Suites. I need it to be sponsored by a
right hotel, man. Right?
Stick It RC, McLaren, Expert, MKS, Mod, National Furniture Liquidations. How'd you swing that one?
So Joey Showers, the owner of the track, he owns it. Yeah, he owns a company that sells mattresses and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Border International and Vado Speedway Park. So
yeah, Vado.
So very, very cool. A ton of sponsors jumping on. It looks like you have all the right people coming. You know, you guys are gearing up big time. It looks like that's the track right there. That's the one that Anthony Westergaard just did, correct?
Yes, sir.
So as everybody can kind of see out there, we'll try and do full screen for the. Well, that's as big as the picture goes. So.
Right.
You guys can kind of see the photo there. Looks like a nice layout. Looks like some big jumps and very super crossy. So I need to bring my fifth scale. This would be right. So no, it looks like a lot of fun out there, and I think a lot of people are looking forward to it. You also have on rcsignup.com where people can get all signed up for your event. You just go to events right here.
Yep.
And you can find the U.S. Open Fuel Championships here. And it looks pretty cool. You got everything here. So what's going on with once people are there, what can they look forward to at this event? What are the amenities like? Is there camping? What's kind of happening?
Yeah, so it's definitely a party atmosphere on starting Thursday, going through Monday morning, pretty much. Lots of camping. The property's on, I think, over 5 acres of land. It's in the backyard of their house. It's like the dream backyard to have for an RC guy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and so we're doing the race. Like you said, on Monday, a bunch of them are gonna go do a trail ride with their UTVs. So if you have a UTV and you want to do a trail ride on Monday with a bunch of the guys, you're more than welcome to bring it out and go have a blast. But what's really cool about this format is that let me go back to the menu. Sorry. We have covered pit area for most people. If you have a table and chair and easy up, feel free to bring it if you want, but you don't need it for sure. We have enough space to do that. The track is fully ADA capable. I don't know. Most people probably don't. I mean, a lot of people know Corbin showers, but Corbin is in a wheelchair for life, and so his dad built this track for him.
Way cool.
Yeah, it has some really cool features because Corbin's neck can't go down right, very far, and so pit lane's actually like 10 feet out, so he doesn't have to look down. Cool. The track is left to right is not very long. I think it's 150, but it's also 150 deep, which is it's a big square, kind of like how the World's track was actually in Australia.
Okay.
But yeah, so he built whatever he could do for his son to make it home field advantage, he did. So, and Corbin can definitely wheel around the track. He's actually not going to be able to come out because of COVID this weekend.
I've seen him race before. I think at some DNCs he's been out to.
Yep, for sure.
And, I've seen him before, and he's a very, very talented driver. So this is honestly the first time when you kind of approached me about it. You're mentioning the track, and I'm like, dude, I don't even know where that is. I've never even heard of it.
Right.
So I think it's going to be pretty cool, and maybe a lot of people like myself that might not know about this facility. Because you guys are not only having, or I would say that this is your event, but I would say SCRC is having another cool event coming up in March, I want to say.
RCGP. I don't know. It's JQ announced that it was going to be there, so that's all we know so far.
Oh, okay. I'll get off of that. Okay. Well,
they announced it. They announced it on their podcast, so
all right.
I think most people will be at SCRC the last weekend of March, and for sure, I'll leave it at that.
Sounds good to me. So we'll get on with that one. So, anyways, we're kind of showing a little bit video for these guys. So, obviously, you guys can check out this facility, this track. They have, I think, some videos out there of what's going on. Facility looks awesome. Is that you with a beard?
Yeah.
You with your hat on.
That was me trying to do my live coverage as best I could.
Yeah, I got you.
And run the event.
Solid. I like it. Yeah, the track looks amazing. What really makes a track is like the dirt. It could be on the hottest place on earth, whatever, but as long as you have good traction, good dirt, and I can already see like the texture of this dirt just from here, that looks like good dirt is at this track.
This dirt is, if you ever ran at Hemet, is just like it.
Okay.
Tebow says it's his favorite dirt in the world that he's ran on.
Yep, I can see it. Looks like clay mixture in there. Looks like it's going to hold together really nice. It retains water. I'm always a big advocate, and I can see they have water on the track, a big advocate of water on the track because you don't go through so many tires, and I think that's one of the big things with, RC in general is the cost of it and the need of sponsorship or what have you, that we kind of get into because you're on a lot of these tracks that go to the sugar. They have these things, you're on concrete, and you're going through tires like every race. Something like this, I'm like, okay, I can go through one or two sets in the weekend and be fine, as long as it's so I think it's gonna be pretty cool. Just kind of looking at it, it looks like one of those tracks.
I couldn't agree more. I remember there's a 2015 Silver State. Maybe it was 2016 Silver State, but it was kind of a world's warm-up race, and it was literally a tire every run.
Yeah,
you were out of a set, and I remember
bad.
Mark Pavitas and I went to to lunch. We were walking over to the little grill next door, and he just looks at me and goes, "Dude, this could put us out of business. Like, it's that going to be that bad if they keep the way, luckily they changed it and watered instead." But yeah,
Exactly.
he was,
No, that's gnarly, and just for the normal Joe, and the main thing, and that that's kind of the reason I'm doing the Mod Live Media is to make it possible to bring more eyeballs, to these smaller big races. Little big races is what I call them.
right.
The non-worlds, the non Roar Nationals or something. Little big races like this one, and others that are out there that have awesome content there. It's just we need the coverage. So I'm hoping to kind of bring a little bit of that to it, and then spread the news all over the world. For RC in general, I think it's definitely needed. And thanks again for bringing us out. I think it's going to be the whole facility looks awesome from what I can see. I'm kind of disappointed. I've never known about it. How long
it's
been?
it's amazing.
Been going on for?
So the U.S. Open 6 year. This is the 6th year. The first 2 years were at Fear Farm.
Okay.
And then some things happened at Fear Farm, and I decided, it was basically my race, and I said, okay, then I'm just going to take it and go with somewhere else. And so I headed over to called Joey and said, hey, how would you guys like to host the U.S. Open? And he's like, absolutely. And so the first year was kind of a light turnout. The second year there, this is our 4th year there. The second year, Mayfield came after he heard from like Billy Fisher and Casey Peck how good the dirt was. And then, Ryan's been there every year since.
Way cool. Yeah, I'm kind of Christian Showers. I believe that's the owner. He was saying, check out Sun City RC Raceway on Facebook.
Yep.
So we popped them up. Let me join their group here. Hopefully they'll accept me.
Yeah, I think they will.
join their group so you guys can see, a 360 view. If this is being nice to me, which it's not right now. I don't know why it isn't. But anyways, you guys can see the 360 view. It's supposed to be able to toggle and pull that around, but it's just not letting me. So, but the track looks amazing. I think, Anthony Westergaard did an awesome, there we go, kind of, you could see it.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
There we go, so we kind of pull it around. I don't know why this thing won't go kind of full screen for us. But, yeah, track looks really cool. Man, it's going to be, don't crash in the center, man. You're going to be having getting a marshal spot. Shoot. Getting marshaled on those. You're going to get beamed in the head. On that big booter jump right there. That's a ton of fun. So, yeah, should be really, really cool. It looks like it's on a Connex box for the driver's stand, I'm guessing.
Yes, yep. And then there's a RD office next to it as well.
Okay.
Yeah. It's definitely a top-level facility. I mean, that's why a certain organization, I think, is going there in March. So it's there's Anthony.
Anthony himself, if he's not just looking at himself the entire time. I want to see the track, not him. There we go. So that you guys can kind of see, the new tracks. I'm sure he's doing a walk around right now. So yeah, I think it's going to be really cool. So what, you guys have trophies and everything? Is there raffle prizes?
Yeah, so this class is a little bit different than most classes or most races. Total different format. I make everybody run the same class like the old Roar Nats were. What I do though is, so the top 6 have a choice. They're either going to bump or they get a trophy. So the top 3 get to pick, and that trophy all the way down to the last main. So if you bump, you can take the bump, or you can say, no, I want the trophy. And it's funny, some of the lower guys were like, just give me the trophy. I have no chance of the next run. So they'll get the trophy and move on, and the next guy up gets the bump then. So
hey, that's pretty cool. I kind of like that.
If you finish in the top 6, you're either getting a trophy or you're getting a bump. So that's how we've done it from day one, and that's why it's one class for every chassis type. This year I did add 40 over because I just need some more track time for my DNC quest. So this is the first year 40 over, but
I can run 40 on mine on a fake ID for me, so I can get some more track time.
Right,
cool.
Exactly. So,
well, yeah, awesome. I think it's so. What? Well, obviously, if I had the flyer in front of me, you'd have the classes. But go through the classes that guys are able to run.
So what we have is on the nitro side, we have obviously buggy, then truggy, and then this year 40 over for nitro buggy as well. And then this year we added a rookie class. There's a bunch of little kids in El Paso that race are starting to race. So I wanted something for them. So they're going to have like 5-minute qualifiers, 15-minute main. A little bit less than what everybody else is getting. The rest of us will run 7-minute qualifiers and at least a 20-minute main for all lower. And the semis will be a half hour, and then the finals an hour.
Way cool.
So we'll have we're gonna have a last chance qualifier too. So if you make a semi, you're not out of it yet. You still have a chance. We'll run a 10-minute last chance qualifier. One car makes it. So you go battle for 10 minutes and see. Saturday night we're gonna do what's called a Calcutta. I'm not familiar with that. Okay. So a racing Calcutta works this way. So the top, I think it's going to be top 6 or 10 drivers from the day of qualifying. We'll do a heads-up race using a gate start. Each driver is going to be auctioned off silently. And if you buy the driver and they end up winning, you take all the money from the other drivers that were bid on, and you split that with the driver. So let's say Ty was $500, Mayfield was $500, Tebow was $200, so you got $1,000 in the pot. The winner gets, whoever wins. I mean, shit, it could be $20. A guy on let's say Camden, somebody put $20 on it, and say Camden wins, he gets $1,020, or splits it 40% with the guy that put the money up, and then he gets the other 40%, and then the race gets 20%.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like it.
And it's going to be like, I haven't figured out how much time it's going to be, but it's going to be where you're going to be like running out of fuel. Where you have to decide, like, do I pit or do I not? Do I keep it out there? And so it takes some risk. So
last man standing stuff. I like those.
Yeah.
I like those kind of races. That's a lot of fun. Let me see here. What did Larry Tom? Helmet required. He's talking about the
right.
That's funny. We got a couple people all chiming in here, checking in. So that's pretty sweet. So looks like a lot. So you're talking about a lot that's going on. So obviously they have lights around the track, I'm guessing.
Yes, they just invested a ton of money into LED lights all the way around the whole track.
Wow.
It is. It looks like daylight at night there. So on one of the pictures there, you can see it lit up at night. It's absolutely amazing.
Very cool. Very cool. So yeah, it looks like a good time. What days are guys able to run? What's the schedule?
So we don't start practice until noon on Friday. So that way, my whole thing is all these races are way too long with practice and everything. So I wanted to do it where in Phoenix it was so nobody had to get hotel room Thursday night and they could drive in from LA. So I didn't want to start it till noon.
So nobody's on the track right now until noon on Friday.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And then basically what we do is there's a 5.5 hour window of practice that you get 3 tickets per class that you run. It doesn't matter what car you run. I don't care about that. You can run your buggy. If you run 3 classes, you can run 9 runs on your buggy. I really don't care. And then at 6 o'clock, we'll do a 1 seating round, 5-minute seating round. And then put everybody in the qualifiers and go.
Way cool. So now, obviously, how many qualifiers were there again? I don't know if
3 qualifiers.
So 3 qualifiers. So best 2 out of 3, I'm guessing.
Yep, exactly. Qual points.
Way cool. Do do you end up because everybody's going to be in the same class? Do you end up kind of I don't know? Did you talk about seating or?
Yeah, we see. So yeah, we seed on Friday night at 6:00 for a 5-minute seating round.
Okay.
So
way cool. And that is the full round, or it's like top 3 laps or 3 consecutive. How does that?
I think we're gonna go top 3 laps, not consecutive. So
okay.
That way, if somebody breaks or something, they can get back out there and
so their
go
3
that way.
laps will seed them into A, B, C, D all the way down.
Right. Absolutely.
Way cool. And then what do you have a trophy there that kind of people can see right now? What they kind of look like, or is that secret?
I didn't post it yet. Let me see if I can post it while we're on the. I can probably do it from my phone easier.
You can show everybody. I'll click you back over so they can. Sean Alcorn, Tiny's calling you out.
Oh, what do you say?
He's saying 40 and over, Tim, you're going down.
Oh, right.
Oh,
he's probably right.
And then Derek's saying the bet is on.
Does that mean Derek's coming, or does that mean Derek is chickening out?
Thibodeau's coming. I believe he's coming.
He said he was coming. Then
I talked to him. He was coming, and he was at the Fear Farm Monster Cross event for 5th scale. So I believe he will be there. Let's see. Your son is
right.
What's up, nerd? So he's obviously talking about me, not you.
Right. All right. I think it should be popped up there, Matt.
Did you did you post it?
Yeah, I lost you though. I don't know where's my screen at now.
You're there. At least you're still live. I know that.
Oh, there we go.
So where did you post it on?
On the U.S. Open page.
Okay, let's check that out real quick. So we'll pop back over so you guys can see the trophies. Click out of that. Let's see here. There we go. So plaque style trophy.
Yep, exactly. Just
is this by who's doing the trophies for you?
Stick It One is doing it.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
So, if you guys need trophies and stuff like that done, I know he's Stick It One. I think they're based in Arizona, are they not?
Yeah, but they're out of Scottsdale.
Okay.
At the air park. It's super nice. Just they've done it for years. They actually the podium that you had up earlier. They donated a big portion of that. So they just like to try to help the event grow as well.
Yeah, I know they've been huge supporters of the RC community, and so support them as well. Stick It One. And then obviously S-Works, you guys have been doing pretty good lately. I've been kind of before. Honestly, S-Works was a pretty hurting brand, back in the day. But as of recently, the last couple years, S-Works has been doing its homework, and you guys have some good team drivers now. It looks like, your 8-scale program, especially on the buggy side, looks like it's going pretty well.
Right, yeah, the buggy's really good. We're getting ready to drop a truck any day, so we're looking forward to that. But yeah, no, the Euro team for sure was bringing Cav on board and Elliott kind of at the same time with Canas, because they had Jorn at the Worlds basically, and that was really about it. I mean, they had a couple other drivers at the Worlds in Australia, but when Canas came on board and Elliott and Cav, it was like, okay, now we're doing something, and they really listened. That's the whole thing about the owner Max. He listens to drivers. If they need to make a change, they make the change. He treats it like a Formula One mentality with the team wise. it's pretty funny. He'll even like wear red pants, red shoes, the whole Formula One like uniform almost at the track. So
Full
it's
on F1.
yeah, he's it's Austrian owned now. The parts are still made in Taiwan, but the ownership is out of Austria now, and I think that's really where it the quality came up, a lot. But like I said, they've also listened to drivers, and Elliot's making the car work. Cam is making the car work. Cav just won Wicked Weekend with the car. So, and Knaus wins about every race he goes to. So,
no, that's way cool. It's cool to see that kind of come up, and same thing even with like the mod stuff that I do. It's huge to have good team drivers, and you're listening to your. It's almost like your best customer kind of a thing that you can trust. And right. I do the same thing with all the mod stuff, and it works out well. And it's funny how that works when you listen to people, right?
Absolutely.
You can sift through it and take the good with the bad and constructive criticism, and it really looks like that car is coming along. So congratulations.
Right, and then the 10 scale program, the 10 scale program now. Cav's really working hard on that at OCRC, but the carpet 10 scale program is phenomenal. We're just as fast there as well. So just
way
need to.
Cool.
Just a little bit more work on dirt.
A little bit more tweak to when you guys are going to be up there, with the Mugins and X-rays but also S-Works is it's a younger company than what those other ones are. Those other guys have years and years, and there's no substitute for years. There just isn't. And just from the whole community, but obviously you guys are putting in the work. You're doing all the big events. And going to sponsoring the right guys and really pushing forward with it. So, yeah, that's really cool of S-Works to see. They're the title sponsor, I do believe, of the U.S. Open. So that's great.
Yeah, they might have got that. They might have got a really good deal on that just for helping us out so much.
There you go. So way cool. But I know there's a ton of work that goes into it. I run my own little mod championship series for 5th scale, and I know how, and I do 6 of them. I know how much work goes into it. So I know you've put in a ton of work, and kind of shuffling everything. And when we were talking earlier, you're just like, dude, it's just so much. And you come down to crunch time and you have emails from me like, hey, I need all these stupid images, all this change. Yeah. It's, thank you again, but it's looking good. I just want it to be, professional presentation for you guys.
Right. No, I appreciate it. And just having the U.S. Open there in the corner is pretty awesome, man.
It'll be cool. I can't really share the screen of what I have because it won't really let me. But let me see if I can. Kind of what it will look like for people. This won't have a camera on it, but I might be able to share the screen. All right, this is like Inception right now. So if you guys can kind of see, I don't know if it brings it over.
Oh, that's badass.
So it'll have it kind of in the corner here. We still have to do a couple little different things for everything for it, and we'll be changing some of the logo over in this area for it, and that's why, because it's black screen, that didn't show up, but
right.
PNG logos are for. So you'll have the sponsors in the bottom left-hand corner there. And, we'll be streaming to all of them. This is just kind of the preemptive thing that I'm doing and setting it up so we have it dialed in for us. And so it should be good. I'm looking forward to it. We're getting that dialed in for you. And, looking forward to the event. So I think I'm probably going to be down there, I imagine, Thursday to get everything set up. When are you going to be showing up?
I mean, even like Wednesday or Thursday morning, first thing. Same kind of thing. I have to hang all the banners. We're gonna do like the kind of how the RCGP look was. Double banners for every sponsor around it. Big SCRC in the middle with the U.S. Open on both sides of that. So the backdrop should be really professional looking as well. So
way cool. I saw I believe this is the backdrop, correct? On I think they posted. Let me just share the screen. If it didn't already, let me. Where is it? Here we go. I believe that is the backdrop for the trophy presentation, correct?
Yeah, that's the podium there for sure. But the actual racetrack has a 5-foot fence that's perfectly level all the way around it, and it will be completely bannered up. So
way cool.
With double banners, so you can actually see what the sponsor is. So
way dialed. So yeah, that's the podium from what Joey Showers. He's saying, "Hey, Mom, we're going to be on TV." Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
So yeah, looks pretty good. Like I think everybody's pretty excited for the event. Now, I kind of have to ask, how is Texas and everything on the whole COVID thing? Are we going to have to be masked up there? What's going on? Can you say that right now, or we're just going to see when we get there?
Well, the driver's stand, I think it's smart for everybody to wear a mask, I believe.
Okay.
Just my opinion. People that are mask fighters, whatever, but I'm going to ask everyone to at least wear a mask on the driver's stand.
Okay.
Even in pit lane, if you're like within 6 feet, just that way, if some official shows up, even though we're having a peaceful protest, is what we're calling it. We should be good. The property is pretty funny because half of it's in New Mexico and half of it's in Texas.
We'll just move over then. If like a Texas cop comes, we'll move over to the New Mexico side.
Right, exactly.
Jurisdiction.
So we're basically we're going to be on the Texas side the whole time because I'm not getting into politics, but that's a Democratic state, New Mexico. So they're pretty much shut. They're pretty much shut down.
Oh geez, yeah. This whole thing, man, it's pretty crazy. Whether you lean right or left or center or what have you, it's just bad all around. I hope that everybody and all the businesses out there are able to get going again. But luckily, we're still able to run RC. I'm super happy.
That's the thing. We're still having fun. Like if anybody comes up, we're having a peaceful protest. So yeah.
Joey Showers saying this is a peaceful protest.
Absolutely.
So
it's his land, so he can say whatever he whatever he wants because it's his land.
I won't post up this other comment. People can see that in the comments. It's not PG-13, so I'm not. I won't be sharing that one live. But no, it should be way cool. What chassis manufacturers are you going to have there? Obviously, you name all these big drivers, but we're going to have X-Ray, S-Works, AE, Mugen. What are some that I'm missing?
There's I think there's some AE local drivers. Unfortunately, AE's really never been a supporter of the race. So TLR is going to have Anthony there. One of the issues is that we have my buddy Brent Dinsford, who's a sponsor of this race, owns Beach RC, is having his race too the same weekend. With COVID, everybody kind of crashed on the same weekends.
Gotcha.
I wanted to stay off the Kinwald race, so I moved back. Unfortunately, that race didn't happen, but we didn't know this was going to happen. So
yeah, it even clashed. Please move it back to another day. I had the West Coast Nationals, and we were talking, and we were going back and forth, and I've never missed that race in 7 years. I've been running the West Coast Nats. I actually won it last year for fifth scale, but I'm putting my racing aside for the company because I think it'll be a good opportunity, at the live, and I want to make this happen. But I'm actually doing 2 events live, so it's where I kind of want to get the media side to get to where I don't have to be there myself, and so it'll actually be I'll have 2 camera crews going simultaneously. So I'm actually driving out to Bakersfield. I'm setting up those guys with their full live coverage. Then I'm going and I'm driving to you in El Paso,
wow.
setting all that up. And then my buddy's going to be manning everything out there in Bakersfield. So, I'm still able to cover their event, which I had originally already promised them that I would.
Right.
But I also want to make this happen for you because I think it'll be really cool and a great opportunity. So I'm looking forward.
I really appreciate it. No, dude, we're looking forward to having you out there and enjoying RC, and then we try to get done early every night so we can enjoy ourselves as well around the campfire. And
all right, what's the beer of choice? What's the Tim Line beer of choice?
Watch the comments, see what happens.
Oh man! Oh shoot! Okay, so many.
No, it'll be one. It'll be one.
What do you have in the cooler? So good stuff. How did you like running fit? Oh, Bud Light. That's not good beer, man. You need.
I had 805. I was on the No Name podcast last night. I was drinking 805s with Wally. So
all right, there you go. There you go. That's a better beer.
I had to change it up.
That's a better beer. Camden needs less RC car parts so you can afford better beer than Bud Light.
Oh wow. Ouch.
So that's gonna be fun. I'm a Modelo guy myself, so I'll probably have some out there.
We're gonna be right next to Mexico, so we should have plenty of Modelo.
We will be dialed.
So there's a taco truck coming out.
Scale, by the way, you ran some fifth scale out there at the 3-hour enduro. How'd you like it?
Dude, that was pretty fun. I don't know if we had the best setup truck. I'll leave it at that. Tiny and I, it was fun for sure. I threw some good laps down after looking at my times. I was like, wow, I could wheel one of those around. But then I'm like, I worked for Horizon for all those years. I was sponsored by Horizon for 23 years. So buying one at full price now is kind of like, ooh, ouch.
I gotcha. Yeah, it's a ton of fun. The community's super kicked back, so that's why I really like it. I've come from 10th scale, been in 8th scale, done 5th scale, so I'm kind of all over the place. But I've always been off-road. I've never really got into the on-road stuff.
Right.
But it's all fun. So 8th scale is near and dear to my heart. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And we had a question here for you from Gino. I'm going to pop it up here. Tim, my boy is entering a novice. He runs an e-buggy. Will he be able to run? I thought I heard the novice A-main was 15 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I think, for a kid to run, should be able to run that car for 15 minutes, an e-buggy. I mean, I can go like 12, 13 minutes.
Especially if he's novice and he's not like really getting after it. I think he can probably go that long.
Yeah, me too. So, but yeah, that's kind of where we're going to be, 15 minutes.
And novice class is kind of like a run what you run class, truggy, buggy, everything.
Yeah, rookie class. Anything 8 scale, I'm letting them run. So
that's way cool.
And then we have short course as well. I think we we got on tangent there. We have 4x4 short course as well as e-truggy, and then the rookie class as well.
Way cool. I just got a SCRC will hold a 5th scale race if you want. Oh man. Oh man. We might have to be talking. So that looks cool. So yeah, it's the facility looks great. I'm really looking forward to being there, and time's ticking down, man. In 7 days,
right?
In 7 days, we will be in different locations. We will be in Texas.
That's
in
right.
7 days. So,
or we can check it. We can check it the house at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock on Thursday.
Yeah, we can check in our house then. So
dialed. So it should be really, really cool. I'm just going to be driving my car down there. I do believe, and just pack up and move. My parents actually have a house in Tucson, so I think I'm going to stop off there, hang out with them for probably Wednesday, and then travel on in on Thursday, probably morning sometime, so we can get everything all set up. I like to. I'm probably one of the most over-prepared people that you'll ever meet. Like I always have secondary of everything. I always make sure because, for any sort of problems that may occur, I've got, 2 main cameras. I made huge investments and got
very nice.
All of them so we can make sure. But one of them is usually like the big guy right here. That's going to be our main cam. for shooting everything. And then I have the smaller cam here that's kind of like a, not a mini-me version of it, but it's kind of, if I can move it, there we go. You can kind of see the difference. This one I go around in the pits and talk to everybody, with it. Kind of, I call it the mobile cam. So I think that'll be pretty cool. But I'm running through, all of the diagnostics on everything for the entire, camera systems and everything, making sure that's set up. I'll have dual laptops just in case one goes down. So, we'll be fine. I actually made the investment just in case for some odd reason that their internet doesn't work. I got the little portable one that I have. Well, fingers crossed that their internet works, but if it doesn't, I might have to go out and buy some data packs, and then I'll be talking to the money man, to get those data packs if I have to go get them. But I'm bringing the main engine that will make it work. I just need SIM cards then. So
I really think that their internet now is going to work fine. I mean, they just went out and invested in some antennas and got their own switch with the
I am
direct feed.
Super happy, but I'm going to err on the side of caution.
Right? I don't blame you.
I'm still going to bring it because I'd hate to go out there and we're SOL.
Right.
So
I couldn't agree more.
If
we have to pony up some money for a data pack, we will.
I know that. I know we'll be fine. So I just went ahead and made that investment because I'm like, you know what? I just need 2 of them because one is actually going. My main one that I always use, because as you know, you're out in these places, and not saying that Mr. Showers place is in the middle of nowhere, but
you can say that for sure.
But the thing is, usually they're in the middle of nowhere. He's very fortunate he's able to have it at his house, and they're probably stringing it from there or whatever he's able to do. But a lot of these 8-scale tracks, as Fear Farm, just everywhere, they don't have high-speed internet. So you have to have this special little box that I got to do it. So that's when I was asking you, that's actually going to Bakersfield. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to buy another one. Just make sure we're dialed. So I hate to go out there and we have problems. So
now you have a backup too.
Good. We'll have a backup. We will have a backup just in case. So should be good. We got seeing if anybody else. We got a whole bunch of people chiming in. Sean Tiny knows that your favorite beer is Bud Light. Which that's I think a crime against humanity. But that's just me, Tim. That's just me. The 805, all right. We're getting there.
I like the Modelo
the Negro
line. No, the Chilada line.
Oh, okay. I have never tried that actually. I have not tried that.
It's salty lime. Oh, it's so good.
It's good. I've tried the Michelada Modelo. I thought that was the grossest thing on planet Earth. So
yeah, I don't like the Michelada stuff. I didn't
care for it.
The Chilada, the lime, lemon salt Chilada is really good.
Let me see who else is commenting in here. Matt. Look at that. I already feel more loved right now. Joey Showers. Matt, we put stairs for you to exit from the video platform quicker. Man, I'm getting preferential treatment here. I love it.
Right.
I love it. And then, oh, here we go. He knows your favorite beer. Tim's favorite beer is an open one. That was it. I think that was the answer right there.
Right.
That was the magic answer. We had Mark, and I haven't really been overseas, but he's got a question here. And why is nitro more popular in America than in other countries than in Belgium? I could probably answer that. Or you want to answer that one, Tim?
I would think it maybe because noise pollution. I don't know actually.
Yeah, I think it has to deal with probably the noise, but also the times that they're able to run. I think in America we're able to kind of run year-round type of thing, and also the facilities that they're able to be at. I think they're much more liberal over there, and they don't have as much room. So I think the space and what they have, is not as. And then as well as I think nitro motors, loud things goes with our off-road kind of America theme, side-by-sides, trophy trucks, everything like that. Anybody that races RC cars, is into that stuff. They're into dirt bikes. They're into, off-road stuff. And I really don't see that like in Belgium and other places.
Right.
They treat RC, like I would say in Europe, more like a professional sport. Like fifth scale is like they've got their own for on-road and everything. They've got their own professional pit guys. It's like F1. It's the same kind.
Right.
We don't have F1 here. They do. It's a different kind of culmination, I think, between the different just people.
Yeah, you're probably right, because we're running indoor a lot more. So that's that you'll probably lean towards the electric motor. If you're only running 3 or 4 months a year because of weather or whatever, I mean, learning how to tune a nitro engine could be definitely a lot harder for some.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be pretty cool, man. So Derek also had posted a good one. His favorite beer is the next one.
Wow, all these beer comments.
If people know you, man, you better smoke them in the 40+ class. That's all I gotta say.
Right?
I don't know.
Absolutely.
I could probably make a guess that Mr. Showers is over 40. Derek, I think, is over 40. Sean is over 40. You guys, you have to put it down right now. You're gonna have to show them what's up. That you got skills, man.
Yeah, Joey's he's I don't know, he doesn't run anymore. He probably was a badass in his day, but yeah, Joey's he's the best thing that's ever happened to RC in El Paso. I'll leave it at that.
That's awesome. He says that he's way over.
Right? I didn't want to go all over.
All right. He's way over 40. So let me see. Gino, Tim has to go through me in the 40+ class. So Gino is calling you out right now.
Betsy will go through you. Don't worry.
I'm saying you give them 0 corners. You just use them as a berm. Later, gone.
That MX pipe might have a dent in it.
Oh man, Rick Christensen, Matthew Olson, are you going to be racing at Bakersfield? I am not, Rick. I am first year that I'm ever not going to. I'm putting my racing aside for the business, so I'm going to be covering 2 events, actually. We discussed that a little bit earlier, but we will have the mod pop-up shops there for support. My buddy Jason Turner works for me. He'll be there on behalf of mod. It'll be like I'm there. I'm there in spirit. I will be there in spirit. So I appreciate it, but want to come out and cover this for these guys. Joey Showers, 70. Oh man.
I would say 65, but
all right. Well, my dad is 66. So yeah. You're of my dad's generation. My dad was born in 53. So way cool. So Joey Showers racing the 70+ class.
Right.
He's gonna smoke you, Tim.
Right. Right on.
He's gonna smoke you. So Sean's saying that you're gonna break, man. Tim's gonna break. Oh, dude, you're gonna have to show him what's up, man.
That's you know what, that karma police might come for that comment.
I know. I think, and there might be some karma points. He's talking a big game right now, and we got to see. There's gonna be, for some reason, like his wheel nut's gonna be loose or something before his thing's just gonna go off. Be like, oh man, sorry about your luck, man. I don't know what happened. I didn't take it off, Sean. If that's what actually happens to you, so
right.
It wasn't me, Tiny. Okay, we have Eric. Where do you see the hobby 10 years from now? More or less people. What scale will be the premier class? That's a good question. What do you see?
Well, I would say that for the last 10 years, 8 scale has been the premier class. 8 scale nitro buggy. I mean, if you really go look at it, how many entries you get at nationals, it's always the largest one. It sells out in 2 hours, like 20 minutes, I think is what it sold out at. And was that 400 entries or something? So I still 8 scale for sure. Obviously don't know what climate change stuff, requirements, stuff like that, environmental, if that's going to affect us. Hopefully never. But I mean, look what the fad is right now, drag racing, 10 scale. So, it's like, nobody knows 10 years ago it was short course, so
Yeah, I think stuff comes in waves. You know, I definitely think the no prep thing is picking up steam. Obviously, crawling, you know, got very big there. Short course. I think short course actually brought people into off-road racing, which is what I liked. You know, I think that actually brought people to the tracks. I think that drag racing takes them away from the tracks, and so does crawling, because I think that as far as that community goes, the actual racing community that goes off-road, I think it dilutes kind of like that pool of guys that there might be. But I do see why those are so popular. Like crawling, you don't have to go through anything. You don't have broken parts. You can have, you know, a 2-year-old do it, you know, and the car's going to be fine. You know, it doesn't take that much, you know, and it's highly, guys like to, you know, trick them out, do a different thing, and part of the hobby. Same thing, drag racing. I think that drag is kind of almost like a crawler guy and a racer guy melded into one. Kind of gets the competition and that. But I think that off-road racing and actual being on a track, I think it'll always be there. And I think there's going to things that come and go. If I'm shooting for the moon hovercrafts, I think that's going to be the future. You know, hovercraft racing. You know, we'll have the what is it on Back to the Future where the wheels come in and then it takes up and flies? You know, we're gonna have DeLoreans out there soon enough. Is my thinking, but no, really, I think the main thing is I'm just happy that people are getting into RC because it benefits everybody. I think our biggest opponent is going to be probably video games and stuff like that, that instant satisfaction of what guys get. People don't really like competition anymore. They're able to stay at home. You know, they buy a $50 game. They have everything there. RC is very, you know, you have to kind of be into it. You know, you don't want to tinker on stuff. And I think in and of that, it's always going to have a special pool of people. But I think that also RC has turnover about every 2 to 3 years. You know, people will kind of come and go. And I think it's something that will always come and go. But the thing is, we need to just draw more people, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do with the media side of it. Is that a lot of these people that are out there, they just don't know about it, and that's the thing, is they just don't even know it exists. Some people tell me, they ask me what I do for a living, and I tell them, you know, I create aftermarket parts for RC cars, you know, and they're like, "What? You can do that?" I'm like, I've been doing it, you know, forever. You know, with MIP, worked for them for about 8 years, you know, and they're huge mentors of mine for mod. And then the whole media side came up, kind of working with Live RC and knowing that Fifth Scale didn't have any coverage. We didn't get anything. Like, we got no love, you know, for coverage. So I was like, I'll invest in it. And then it got pretty good. And then I became really stupid and became like a hobby of mine. I'm like, all right, I'll get more and more.
Right.
You know, and now I'm talking to you, Tim, because I'm coming out. And we're going to be making it happen for this event.
Well, you've always been around. You've been around media for a long time, though, with Skinny and everything, right?
Yep. So I worked for Extreme for a while. I was their I was like their warehouse kid. You know, that was one of my first jobs. I worked at OCRC in the hobby shop, and then I went to work at Extreme, and I was like cleaning up the warehouse, building kits for them for events or for the articles. And then I started to go to like AMS. I was covering AMS for them. I would fly out, or we'd go out to Nitro Challenge when it was at the Nitro Pit.
Right.
So I was there. We went to X Fest out in Minnesota. They had the potato spud runs. That was pretty cool. Mayfield was there. King was there. Lutz was there. That was fun. I won the last man standing race there with an RC8. So I've been around the industry for a very, very long time. And then after Extreme, I went to work for MIP, and that's where I kind of really got my name as a racer, as well as, you know, within the industry, because I was helping them create and I know what people look for in products as a racer, and then on the business side of it. And then it kind of fell hand in hand. And then I've worked with Live RC, and it's kind of, you just take all those and you just kind of combine it into one. So it's been an experience, that's for sure.
Right. Eustace definitely would be a great mentor for sure.
Eustace is an awesome mentor. He's one of the smart, I would say that he is one of the godfathers of RC in general. Like, when you think of Eustace, you think of like Cliff Lett, Mark Pavidis, Brian Kenwald, all these guys,
Absolutely.
from the OG, triple OG, Kelly Lunsford, he's one of that caliber guys, and he's one of the smartest dudes that I know. So
Right.
I had a meeting with them today at MIP because I'm doing a whole bunch of 10 scale products. I'm going to be doing a lot of their 10 scale line type of things because I'm into the racing realm. And so I actually met Eustace today. So they're awesome mentors. MIP's awesome. And they still create all their stuff here, multi-million-dollar facility in Covina, California. So it's pretty cool.
Best products in the game, in my opinion. So
they're really, really good. I'll have tools out there. I'll have MIP tools.
That's it.
For every person,
right?
So it should be good. Let's see.
We need bypass stuff too. Don't forget.
I got bypass stuff. I'll bring it. I'll bring the bypass stuff. I think my dad might be coming with me. I don't know. We'll see. And he might be helping man the booth and stuff like that. And so that'll be pretty cool. Let's see. Great times. Yeah, so looks pretty good, Tim. So really looking forward to the event. We've been on here for an hour, just kind of talking. Hopefully we've had a steady amount of people that have been in here. So it's really good to see. But I think that, going into it for this next weekend should be good. I know we'll be working together, kind of buttoning up things on the media live side of it. And I'll be making sure that we're set up for that and that it's going to run smooth for you. So is there anybody that you want to thank as we kind of wrap this whole thing up?
Yeah. Well, the Showers family for sure for hosting the event. I mean, they've, maybe 2 months ago, the whole facility got blown over. And they had to rebuild. And Joey made it happen. They built it like a decent with good material, but now it's built where it's not going anywhere if the storm comes through. So obviously, huge thanks to them. Anthony Westergaard for going out there early and, laying the track down 2 weeks prior, and then going out again and just watering and rolling the track a couple days before. So, that's huge. All the sponsors of the event, we can't do it without them. I mean, I don't ask for much as sponsorship. All I ask for, hey, just send me whatever you can product wise, and I'll, take care of you. A lot of them stepped up. I mean, RC1 sending a car, a couple engines, and Expert sent a couple servos. Macklin sent some speed controls and switches, and so we're gonna have a really good raffle. But yeah, no, it's definitely and thank the racers. I mean, it's really the racers that let me put this on. Without their support, we wouldn't have a race. So
way cool. Well, thank you again, Tim, for all your hard work. Obviously the Showers family, and thank you both you guys for bringing me on out. It was I know it was a quick decision. It was a quick yes, which was good.
Right.
Once we were able to figure it all out, but
right.
No, it should be a lot of fun, man. I'm looking forward to being out there. I'll be there Thursday, and I'm sure I'll be doing some sort of posts on the way there with Anthony Westergaard style, just seeing me or someplace on the road. So it'll be a lot of fun. And just thank you again. So I think we'll kind of end it off there. I'll do the little outro little thing that I have, but I think we kind of answered everybody's questions here of what was going on. And I'm sure, guys, if you need to, make sure that you go over to RC Sign Up, US Open, get all signed up there. Contact him if you guys have any sort of questions of what's going on. And I'm sure he can relay. He's the talk to the man himself. And I think he's got his number on there for you guys to contact if you have any sort of issues. People are able to bring their rigs, right, to camp for the weekend and everything. There's room for that.
It's a festival. I mean, that's the whole idea behind this. With COVID, I was going to try to rent one for the weekend, but it's just really hard to rent trailers right now. But
yeah, I understand. Usually I would bring out my little rig and everything like that, but 12-hour drive and then also having that thing in Bakersfield, it's not going to be possible.
Right.
So
Right.
I'll just be bringing out my little electric hybrid car. So
right. The track to the house is only 4 miles, so we should be good.
Very cool. Very cool. So I think everything's good. Let me see if any new comments are popping through. So I guess that's it. All right, guys. So we'll kind of end it off there. Thank you again, Tim, for coming on to another Mod Live Talks that we're having.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. And we'll see you in 7 days, my good sir.
Right.
1 week.
Right on.
All right, man. Well, you have a good day, and thank you again.
You too, man. Thank you.
Thank you, man.